Hi guys, Rdu here with a long-awaited video. I want to discuss Battlegrounds curves, what they mean, and how that is gonna make you a better player. Let's get started. When Battlegrounds first came out, the normal curve that people were going for was buying a minion on turn 1, leveling on turn 2, selling a minion, ideally a token that you bought on turn 1, to double buy on 5 gold aka turn 3, and then you double buy, and then on 7 gold aka turn 5 you level up and buy a minion. From there you would either stay one more turn on tavern 3 and then go tavern 4 on 9 gold, that was the golden standard, 9 gold tavern 4, or you would just push immediately if you were strong, sometimes wait it out more if you were on the weak side of things. How did Battlegrounds change since then? People realized that they can leverage 1, the hero power, and 2, duplicates and triples into discovering 5 drops in a more powerful way. Right now the game differs than when it was first released because we have a lot of really powerful 5 drops. Mama Bear, Nomi, Agam, Lightfang, Bran, Mitrax, all of those can just win you the game on specific heroes in specific situations, but they are all carries. So discovering one of those early enough, like 8 gold or 9 gold, which is turn 6 or 7, can be game winning. Sometimes you can even discover it earlier on power play heroes like Omu. We're gonna get into that later. What are the deviations to the normal curve and how do they help you? Again, all the curves have the objective of getting tavern 4 and then tripling into a 5, and sometimes if the hero allows for it, maybe going to 5 tripling into a 6. But I'm gonna discuss just the normal way of just going to 4 really quickly, tripling into a 5, and how you can achieve it. The first hero that also has the name of the curve, that reinvented the wheel, to put it so, was Rafaam. Rafaam kind of invented the Rafaam Curve, where instead of leveling on turn 2, you buy another minion and hero power. And then on 5 gold, you buy a minion, hero power, and you also have a roll in case one of the options were not good enough. Sometimes if you have like 2 tokens offered on 5 gold, you can buy token generator, sell a token, buy token generator, sell another token to hero power, and basically you get 1 extra minion, maybe a duplicate, and you don't use the reroll. That's like a specific situation on those Rafaam Curve heroes that you can do. On 6 gold, you'll go level up to tavern 2, buy a minion hero power, and then on 7 gold, you level up hero power, basically catching up with the lobby that normally levels on 7. So what you achieve is keeping tavern 2, staying more on 1, and hero powering a couple of times. Very powerful on heroes such as Maiev or Rafaam. Okay, old Maiev. New Maiev kind of pretty weak. The best Rafaam Curve hero right now, I think, is Galakrond. He's absolutely fantastic at leveraging this curve into discovering 5s, 6s, whatever you would like. With Galakrond, a caveat is that I would try to hero power on turn 1 as well. Whereas with Rafaam, I only hero power on turn 1 if I have Tidehunter start in some situations. Some people abuse a bug where they disconnect to see what their opponents bought. So I recommend, if you're playing against the Rafaam, play the minion last second turn 1, because if they disconnect and reconnect really quickly, they can see what you played before they do the play, and that's not an advantage that you want to give to Rafaam. Rafaam Curve heroes generally go to tavern 4 on 8 gold and then cash out a triple. If you don't have a triple, I would stay on 8 gold on tavern 3 and go tavern 4 on 9 gold. But it depends on how the lobby is flowing. Also, one thing to keep in mind, you shouldn't follow the same leveling pattern as the streamers that you see on Twitch. The lower rank you are, the greedier you should be, the higher your discoveries should be, because at very high ranks, or streamer ranks, I don't know how you would look at it, you get more punished if you do greedy plays. But at low ranks, the easiest way to smurf is to just be greedy, discover only 6s. But again, it depends, you have to adjust depending on your playstyle, rank, server, anything like that. Now we have the crazy deviations to the Rafaam Curve that are new even for me, and I'm studying them from like higher level streamers. The curve I want to talk about next is the Jeef Curve. This one was invented by Jeef HS, a very good Hearthstone player that usually plays and streams on North America. He's the first I saw it at, but I don't know if he's the inventor. It's kind of like saying, did Reynad invent Hearthstone or did Hearthstone invent Reynad? If you remember the memes. The Jeef Curve follows the following way. You buy a minion on turn 1, usually Micro Mommy or Acolyte of Cthulhu. And then on turn 2, you buy a duplicate of it and then on turn 3 you buy a token generator or a swabby, and you level up. And then you're on 5 gold, and you're Tavern 2. What do you do on 6 gold is level up again. It's gonna cost you 6 gold to level. And basically, you skip Tavern 2, and you are Tavern 3 one turn before others. I said normal curve heroes go to Tavern 3 on 7 gold. With the Jeef Curve, you're gonna be Tavern 3 on 6 gold. And then you play on 7 gold, and sometimes even on 8 gold on Tavern 3. But if you're strong, I would play Tavern 3 on 7 gold, and then on 8 gold, you can level by 5 plus 3. And your Tavern 4 on 8 gold with a duplicate or ideally a triple. That's a very, very powerful situation that I think you can use on the Jeef Curve. So let's rewind this. When should you do it? Well, I would do it if I start with Micro Mommy, and then I'm offered another Micro Mommy without having to roll. I don't really want to roll for it, because if you roll into a blank, then it's kind of like awkward. So I have to get offered in the shop Micro Mommy on turn 1, or Acolyte of Cthulhu, and then turn 2, just see the other one, or a token generator, or a swabby on the first roll. And then I buy that, and then I roll, and if I find something good, I freeze. It's kind of complicated, and you can burn yourself if you, for example, let me tell you a situation where you shouldn't do the Jeef Curve. You get offered the token and the Micro Mommy. I would not go Jeef Curve there, I would just buy the token and then play normally. But if I'm offered a Micro Mommy in a token heavy lobby, and then turn 2, I get offered the token, I will buy the token, re-roll, and try to find Micro Mommy. And then if I don't find Micro Mommy, I'll buy whatever, sell one of the tokens and level up on 5 gold, and then level up again on 6 gold. Generally, it's paying out when you get offered all 3 pieces. 2 mummies and a token generator, or 2 Acolytes of Cthulhu and a token generator. If you don't manage to get all these pieces, it's just better to play normal curve. I saw Jeef himself sometimes not get offered the pieces, level up, and then on 5 gold just double roll buying. If you level up on turn 2 and you don't have a token generator, I think the best thing is either sell to go to Tavern 3, but that's very risky. I would just use my 2 rolls to buy a good minion and put myself in the position where I can buy 2 more good minions afterwards. I think that's like a very good way to do it. Anyways, I digressed slightly on the Jeef Curve because I'm trying to also tell you when to not do it. And it's very difficult to like figure out exactly how to approach it. I just don't want you to like get burnt and miss out on ranks because you do this crazy experimental curve. The last curve, the new cool kid around the block, is the Chinese curve. It's not the Chinese curve, it's the Chinese curve. I have no idea why it's called like that, but that's how people call it in elite circles in Battlegrounds. I'm gonna tell you how it is and how to play it. So, and then deviations on it, similarly to how I talked about the Jeef Curve. So, Chinese curve, usually you do it when you get offered a lot of duplicates early. Let's say you're offered Tidehunter on turn 1, you buy it, and then you get offered on turn 2 Tidehunter double Rockpool. That's good enough to like stay on Tavern 1, and your play on 2 is like buy Tidehunter freeze, or buy Rockpool freeze, and then you just buy 2 minions on 5, because you don't need to hero power. Usually you do it on heroes like Bran or Reno that have 0 gold or once per game or passive hero powers that don't need to hero power. And then you want to go buy, and then either buy and bleed 1 gold or buy a roll. On 5 gold you kind of want to double buy, on 6 gold you want to double buy. On 7 gold you want to double level. But double leveling is gonna cost you 8 gold, so you have to have 1 extra token or a swabby that you played along in one of the turns to be able to double level on 7. And then on 8 gold, you level to Tavern 4, cash out the triples. So it's a very flimsy curve, because the minions that you're gonna buy in the first 3 turns, you're gonna have them for 2 more turns, if that makes sense. So you buy on turn 1, buy on turn 2, buy on turn 4, wait, buy on turn 1, buy on turn 2, buy on turn 3, you buy on turn 4 as well, you buy on 6 gold. And then on 7 gold, you double level, on 8 gold, you level, cash out into triples. It's pretty complicated, and it's only worth it if you have at least, I would say, 2 triples. If you don't get to Tavern 4 with 2 triples, or at least with 1, you're in a really bad spot. So please, only do it if you get offered stuff like double Elemental, double Tidehunter, double Rockpool, like really, really good minions that incentivize you to stay on Tavern 1. Heroes that can do it are, I don't know, Shenvala, Bran, Reno. Basically heroes that get an advantage for like buying a lot of minions in bulk. That's about it. This basically talks about the biggest curves in Battleground, and there are different heroes that play in different ways. For example, Jandice has her own curve, Kutun has his own curve. I can also do a video about those heroes if you guys are interested and talk about like more isolated situations. But I think it's good to know like the basic curves of Battlegrounds and get into your heads the idea that it's okay to slow yourself down as long as you then power level into triple into discover 5s. And on 8 gold ideally, at most 9 gold you want to be tavern 4 if the game is going well. Once you're tavern 4 you can stay tavern 4 the whole game with how the game plays out. On tavern 4 you can discover carries, you can find carries, you can play town comps and be defensive. You basically have access to like most of the tools on tavern 4, so that you should only go to 5 or 6 in some situations when you want to like play to win the game. And figuring out when to go to 5 and when to go to 6 is also very difficult. This is kind of like the chess openings that are gonna only get you to a point, and you can also still mess them up. And it's maybe not the best comparison, but that's the one that came to my mind first. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like the video and I'll do more content like this. Right now I'm kind of busy with Grandmasters, but I'm trying to like also step up my YouTube game, and I think this type of content is interesting. Hope I explained it as well as it takes for you to understand it, and I'm still learning myself about all these crazy curves. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.